going to Arsenal?
I'm a Chelsea fan, but sometimes the way things are going in Chelsea, and him being my Nigerian brother, I don't want
him to go and suffer.
Yes, to get tangled in the mess.
Okay. All right. So you prefer him going to Arsenal, and you think that's where he's going to play very good football?
You know, there's some people will say that Arsenal believed in the Arteta project and it worked. But sometimes it's not about believing in the project. Some people actually believed in so many projects and it didn't work. That it worked for Arsenal does not mean that it's going to work for Chelsea. For me to tell him, okay, believe in Chelsea project, be in Chelsea, no, I'm not like that. There are more chances of him winning something with Arsenal than with the current crop of Chelsea players. Even with the coach.
So do you think that Pochettino is not doing fair enough to,
To me, I've been a fan of Jose Mourinho right from this, and there is what he said. When the clubs now get to the level of we played well, although we lost, we played well. We are no longer a big club.
He was referring to Arsenal
then. And it's now Chelsea is now doing the same. Pochettino will be like, the boys delivered, they did all they could. No, what matters is the result. That's why when he was in Man United, he won Manchester City. And I thought the ball possession was 70-30. And somebody was like, he said, okay, that City will take the possession. Let him take the 3 points. That's what matters most in the game. So if Pochettino will be like, we did our best. Look at the young Liverpool squad. We are not able to get past them. You bottled all the chances, and you are telling me that, oh no, now.
But don't you think most of the times that it's not about the coach, it's about the players in the field of play trying to up their game, the ability for these players to interpret what the coach has taught them or the tactical formation given to them to play makes them a better team.
From before that, I think it's more of a system thing. Because when Abramovich was there, I think the players had a more kind of free hand. They suggest what suits them. That's why you see some players, they will be like...
During Abramovich, do the player have the free hand to do
They kind of had a free hand. They have more power. They had more powers than they had now. And these are a crop of young players. When you watch Abramovich's era, you see most of them are country captains. You see people like Drogba, Lampard, John Terry, which most of them, they captain their national teams. But when you look at this crop of Chelsea players, most of them are young stars that they just played 1 or 2 seasons and they did well. Then Chelsea bought them. Some of them have not harmonized. So now, but the issue now is about the coach. It's not about you now. If I'm your boss and I tell you, okay, look, Daniel, I want you to do this, and you're not doing it right, I would say, okay, step down. Let me show him how it's been done. But the issue now is that you always create excuses for them. He always creates excuses. You tell you his boys did well. Where's the result? You did well without. One boy talks, you go explain that no evidence. If there is no evidence, that there is nothing you're explaining.
All right, if there's no evidence, there's nothing to explain. We're still on ABS Sports Splash and talking sports this morning. He will be named man of the match as Fulham beats Man United. It was a very wonderful evening where at the cottage, Manchester United, Old Trafford Stadium, where 2 Super Eagles players was all that Fulham needs to bury Man United. Talking about Calvin Bassey and Iwobi, whom were the runners-up of the just concluded AFCON, where 2 of them their goals was just enough to end Man United at Old Trafford. Now, seeing Iwobi and Bassey. Remember, Iwobi has been a center of controversies where some people sent some threat messages
to him.
And people called him all manner kinds of names and stuff like that. Now, he was the determining factor at the match between Man United against Fulham, scoring the winning goal and also winning man of the match. Does that really say that Iwobi is... is it that Iwobi is not a consistent player, or that his style of football has not been really been defined in the Super Eagles?
Most of the times, I tell you that it's all about the coach. When I mention coach, some people will be like, is it the coach that told the players to be missing ball? So when you watch the Super Eagles, right from the beginning, I found them throughout, but I was always truthful with the whole thing. I told them, with this pattern of play, I don't think we are going to win this trophy. I was surprised that we went to the final. We are kind of, people will be like, Osimhen didn't score, but in the sense where you only see Osimhen in front, only him. Then one or two times we try and pull out some surprises. Now, Iwobi have been dragged back to help Oyeka, not to help Oyeka, to be with Oyeka. He was playing a pivot for 2-4, two center defensive midfielders, and Iwobi is not a natural defensive midfielder.
He's a creative midfielder.
He's not a natural. People were like, okay, what did he create? He created so many chances. If you are true to yourself and you watch the AFCON games, he created chances. You know, but one thing about the system of play is that if this particular pattern does not suit you, no matter how much you do to thrive, you are not going to thrive. You'll be like you are lost in the game. You'll be like, okay, but if you are an attacking midfielder, you should know by this time you should be here. But in the sense that, okay, you are in the defensive position, you forget that Nami is supposed to stand.
So what you're trying to say in essence is that our coach didn't really make use of, didn't really define properly what Iwobi should be doing in the field of play.
You are an Arsenal fan. I think you know Iwobi more than me. Starting from his days in Arsenal, then to Everton and now in Fulham. Iwobi, you can't say that he's always that fantastic, but Iwobi has always had his good days. He had his good days, and even in Everton, there was times they played him in the wing. He delivered. He was throwing in good crosses. But it's all about system of the game. Now, in Fulham against Man United, he had a free flow. He was playing shots. Whenever you look, if Fulham take 3 shots, 2 might have come from Iwobi. Even before he scored that goal. He was making attempts. That's why you saw him in the 18-yard box. But in the Nigerian game, you won't see him there. You will see him trying to adjust to the new pattern the coach came up with. So it's not actually Iwobi's fault. For in this kind of game, I think the coach should invite people like Ndidi, then play him and Oyeka since he wants to play.
Want to play double 4?
Double 4. Play him with Oyeka.
Okay. So one of which will be a very good one, winning the man of the match and scoring the goal that determined the complete destruction of Man United. Some quarters are calling for the sack of Ten Hagen. Do you support that motion that the Man U coach should be sacked?
I think people are always in a haste to take decisions. You know, most of the things that comes with being a big club is that people will always call for your head. Kill him. They all forgot. Most of the times I tell people, though it's worked for Arsenal, it's not always going to work for every other team. But when you watch Arsenal, there was a time Arsenal will be leading 3-0 and they're going to lose that game 4-3 during Arteta's first season. As time progresses, Arteta was kind of building his own thing. Some people will tell you that he signed Antonio and he's not working. That's part of it. Most of the times, I told somebody, just like Ronaldo said, I'm not too fan of Ronaldo, but he said the system in Man United does not give you the free hand as a coach to perform. If you start from the days of Moyes, Luis Van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Solskjaer, and then now Erik ten Hag, all of them with apart from Erik, who is now the current coach, all of them will tell you that finishing second with United is a great achievement to them. Because their team is hindering you from doing what you are meant to do as a coach.
Because it's a full-time and English club.
You suspend a player, they will be like, why did you do that? Somebody said, I think it was Matic. He said when he was in Chelsea, people, they turn up to trainings early. But when he came to Man United, you see some people, 10 minutes when the training have started, you see some people coming in. No discipline. So you can't actually blame Erik ten Hag. And United are in real mess, just like Chelsea. But their own, I think, they are kind of managing it more than Chelsea. So, sacking Erik ten Hag, who would they hire? I heard what is this former Chelsea coach, Potter. I had the new co-owner of Manchester United, Radcliffe. He's saying he's going to hire Potter. Is Potter the solution?
Maybe he thinks Potter is the solution to. Yeah.
If Potter is the solution, then they should sack Eric Ten Hag and hire Potter. Let us see. We are here.
Okay, the trio of Messi, Haaland, Jude Bellingham have been nominated for the Laros Award. This is an award, an European award, where Messi was the Messi is the current holder of this particular Laros Award. And now, Messi has been nominated again. Haaland is there. Jude Bellingham is there now. And last season, Messi had to displace Haaland to win this particular award. But now, Haaland is still in the race again, and Jude Bellingham. Now, in a jiffy, can we just look at these three young lads? Okay, Messi no longer a young lad, is nearing his retirement, but he's still firing. He just fired Galaxy to their first, it seems their first cup or something. Now, seeing Messi here again, what's your take concerning between them, Haaland and Jude Bellingham?
I think it's between Haaland and Jude Bellingham.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
What makes you think so?
It's actually what it is. Messi is who he is. But for a few months now, let me say a year now, starting from Inter Miami.
He's still in Inter Miami.
That's what I'm saying. Inter Miami, they are not doing so wonderfully well. And they are not when it comes to world rating, you can't rate Inter Miami that high. Then you see what Jude Bellingham is doing in Real Madrid. You see the word. Some people almost forgot that he's a midfielder. I think he's the highest goal scorer in La Liga. Then look at what Haaland is doing in Man City. So there is no comparison. So I think it's between Jude Bellingham and Haaland. Which for me, if I'm to rate them, it will be Bellingham first, Haaland second, and Messi third.
So you think that these two young lads doing better than Messi?
Currently.
Currently?
Yeah.
So you're suggesting you're taking it between Haaland
and Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham. How many goals do you think Haaland is, and how many goals? Jude Bellingham should be 21 goals, and
in all competition, I think he's around 21. 21. Because in La Liga alone, I think he had up to 11 or 12 in La Liga. I think so. He's doing wonderful as a midfielder. That's why you see some people comparing him with Zizou.
No, you have to compare Jude Bellingham. If you're doing comparison, you compare, because last week we were trying to look at Jude Bellingham and Saka of Arsenal. You look at both. These are two midfielders. Yes. And we were trying to look at who helps more in the team. Saka goes deep to take this ball to go and score, more than Jude Bellingham, where Vinicius is always there to do the dirty job.
Two of them actually plays well.
Yes.
Saka is more of a winger to me.
Saka is a winger, and Jude Bellingham is in the middle. And scoring from the wings most of the time, he's almost in 16 goals. And in all competition.
When you look at it, it's more of the coach's instruction. I think I've watched most of them at this game, and you see when they are in transition, you see that Bellingham is almost in the number 9 position.
As if they use him as first nine.
First nine. Yes. Then that's why, and he is so good with his positioning that there was a game they pushed and the defenders fell back, and the way he retrieved himself to position himself in such a way that once the ball fell to him, he's going to score, and he actually did. So I think he's good with what he does. But comparing him and Saka, I don't know. Both of them are gifts to their various clubs, and they give a wonderful teammates in
the English team. So, yes, exactly. So both of them are doing vehemently well, and I think Saka could have been here as well
instead of Messi.
Yes, Saka would have been there because he has been doing. I give it to him. I've watched him. This is a guy. Whenever Saka is not in Arsenal team, you will notice it instantly.
I think he's one of those people when the pressure was on him last season, he's one of those people that made Arsenal not to
Yet, exactly.
Reach to the promised land, because
yeah, exactly.
once you see Saka not scoring, no assisting, then you
there's
see
an
Arsenal
issue.
misfiring.
Struggling.
So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
Yes, and that's
You
the
should have
truth.
been here with
Should have been here
them.
Yes, since Messi has won a lot of laurels, that would have
should have
been
been
there.
with
But
them.
I'll stay the same. We still give it up to the three young men that are here: Jude Bellingham, Haaland, and Messi. Let's see how it goes and know who's going to be the winner of this season. All right, last story we have for you here. Arsenal willing to pay £130 million to Napoli for Osimhen's signature. Now, we have to let the cat out of the bag. Arsenal is in a poor position now to sign Victor Osimhen, and that's what we are looking at. Let's see if the story is going to be a reality, because Osimhen has already said he wants to play in the English team.
Yes.
And there's no two ways about it. So who do you think Osimhen is going to displace in the front line? Perhaps, that's assuming he comes to Arsenal. Do you think Nketiah is going to leave?
If
Or Gabriel Jesus
if
is
they
going
ask
to
me
leave?
to mention,
That's what I'm asking you now.
okay, now, if we mention top 4 world-class strikers, Osimhen will be in the top 4. We have people like Haaland, then we have people like Lewandowski is old, so I'm not going to. We have people like Haaland, we have people like Osimhen, and we have people like Harry Kane. So these are my top 3s. So there is no way Osimhen, anybody can be displaced. Once it's Osimhen, anybody can be displaced.
So, but between Jesus and Nketiah, who do you think
I think Jesus should find his way.
Jesus should leave?
Yeah, he's more in the hospital than he's in the pitch.
In the pitch. Okay. Jesus should find his way, but I doubt if Arteta will look into such, knowing fully well that Edu, who is the technical director, is a Brazilian.
Okay,
I don't think
you'll rather go for Nketiah going.
Yes, I think that's a little bit of politics is going to be there. That's the truth about it.
Anyway, but it's true. Is what it is?
That's what it's going to look like. Yeah. But anytime, any day that Gabriel Jesus is fit, you can't take it out of him.
Take it from him. But
Yes,
when you watch most of, he's always absent.
Yes, he's a technical player, but that knee injury that keeps reoccurring has always kept him far from the football pitch. Well, I want to thank you for being part of this short Sports Splash, where we talk football stories that happened because of the weekend. Although Chelsea lost their the Carling Cup to a young Liverpool team, I wanted us to look into that in a jiffy before we leave. Chelsea is struggling, Premiership and some of the cups. Do you think this team needs more time to blend, or have you totally lost your hope, or just say no, this team is not going to be there anymore?
Most of the times when people will always make reference to Arsenal, that's why I always kept on hammering on Arsenal. People will always tell me, do you know how many years it took Arsenal? And when you look at it, it's true, but most of the times it's about mentality of the coach. Okay, let us give him this season. He said that he didn't sign the players of his choice. Now, he said he's going to improve those positions that are lagging. Now, I will give it to Pochettino this season, because I don't understand how a team will create so much chances, miss the whole chances, and the coach is relaxed, and he will be telling you they did their best.
But he's going to be relaxed because perhaps the ones in the field of play,
he's going to be
it's better than the ones on the bench.
Maybe he should be relaxed, maybe because he's not Abramovich. He's not Abramovich. He's third now. He's not Abramovich, because he had finished Abramovich by now. You know, he would have been out of job.
Okay, I'll stay the same. We wish Chelsea well, because Chelsea is a very big club, no doubt about
the rivalries and everything.
Yes.
Me and you know, coffee now.
No. Chelsea is a big club, and most of the times, every club have their transition time.
Okay.
When there are still times when they will wake up.
Give them 5 years break, 10 years
Not even
break.
5 years. They are doing well. They are just coming together. Like you rightfully said, these are young lads that we brought from different clubs to merge, and in a short while, they're still going to pick up. Chelsea, this is a new set of crop of players. So definitely with time, they are going to gel. If the management is going to have that patience with Pochettino to deliver that.
It must not be Pochettino.
Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. All right, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain close on ABS Sports Plus this beautiful Tuesday. My name is Sile Kwemede. Next week we'll be coming your way with more exciting stories. Bye for now.